There we go. That's more like it. Give me a second here. Shuffle these cards. Good evening, collective. I am Kuan Yin, and this is both Love of the Highest Vibration and Ihavenocutcardstarot. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. Now, I need to charge my phone, so I'm going to try to keep everything a little bit short. Okay. Hey, Empress Love. Unbothered Empress Shell. Alicia Heyman. Hey, everybody collective. Rainbow Warrior. Hi. I was hoping I would get on here before the sun went down because I wanted y'all to share this beautiful sunset with me. But don't worry. Y'all are going to plan. Y'all are going to be able to share several sunsets with me because I'm going to start doing my readings because of the time difference. Like right before the sun goes down, I'll probably start doing them outdoors. So you have an opportunity, to like get the reading while the sun goes down, and you'll actually be able to see the sun in the near future. Once I get situated in my permanent location, okay? I'm still working out my logistics. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is okay. I'm on the continent of Africa, Shell. Oh, thanks. Oh, child, you ain't seen nothing yet. I am on the continent of Africa. Permanently. Ciao. I'm going to pull some cards this evening, do a quick general reading. I'm not set up the way I need to be, so you won't be able to see my cards or the hands, but you should know by now. Yes, ma'am, I am home. All right, later on when I get set up, I'll give y'all the full, y'all know what it is, shebang bang. Okay, what is the energy crown in this read this evening, this beautiful evening? Not where I'm at. No, not where I'm at. No, I don't have any family. And as far as blood relatives go, I don't have any family. They've made a choice already. They've already chosen the darker side of things. Outside of my daughter, I don't have any family as far as blood family. My whole family has chosen the dark side. All right, what is the energy crown in this read? Hey, y'all. What is the energy crown in this read? All right, what is the energy? One more shuffle. One more shuffle. What is the energy crown in this read? Yeah. All right, what? Yeah, that's right. I'm telling you, family is not family anymore. Wow, the first card out is the sun. I have the sun, which could talk about illumination, and the Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay, something could have been illuminated for somebody that somebody did not have the same energy or was not on the same page as them with something. Okay, somebody that took a risk with the Fool card and tried to do something. So something has been illuminated to somebody that someone that they were engaging with didn't have the same energy for something or someone that they were working on or doing. Okay, what's the obstacle? Let's see. Ooh, the King of Wands. What is the obstacle? What is the obstacle? The obstacle is somebody, it could be up to two people because I have the King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, and this has something to do with somebody's work. So this has something to do with someone's job. And this might be like a leader or just someone that's very confident. Or a lot of people might look up to this person because of their knowledge and their ability to get things done. But this is the night energy. And they tried to create some kind of an illusion here. But they got stuck in a cycle because whatever they tried to do, they were unable to persevere and move forward. They did not have victory and success. And now they've brought burdens on themselves because they have to walk away, Eight of Cups here, on what they were working on. So somebody was collaborating to do something here that works for somebody. And whatever they were trying to do, it got illuminated to somebody. Okay? So this could be like a supervisor on a job I'm picking up on, or just somebody's employee or coworker or something like that. It has something to do with somebody's job. What happened in the recent past? Oh, phone went off. In the recent past, this could be a father figure. Somebody felt like they needed to do something very quickly. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody might have felt like they needed to take swift action to try to create some kind of conflict for somebody. Tell me more about the situation with this King of Cups and the Five of Wands. Tell me more about this situation with this King of Cups energy. Okay. They felt defeated because you were able to balance your situation. Okay? Whatever this person was trying to do in your life, you were able to regulate and balance everything that was thrown at you. Or if this was one thing, whatever someone threw at you to throw your life out of balance, with the Temperance card and the Five of Swords reversed, they felt defeated because you got out of a trap, or the Five of Wands, some kind of obstacle that they were collaborating with the Queen of Wands reverse, Kitchen Witch energy, to do. Somebody was upset somebody got out of a trap. And tell me more about the situation with this King of Wands energy. This Capricorn devil energy that always comes out. This Capricorn devil energy that always comes out here. And we all know this Capricorn has been coming out in my readings for a while. This is the money source. This is someone that had the money to finance whatever they were trying to get away with doing by paying a lot of people. This would be somebody that would be like the puppet master in the background, that might have wanted something done and might have hired a whole lot of people to do it. A whole lot of Queen of Pentacles reverse, people that will do anything for money. People that lack integrity, that are selfish, that lack empathy. And they needed to get something done real quick. So it's given the energy that somebody set a trap for you. Somebody set some kind of a trap for you, and they were angry because you got out of the trap that they set for you. So they felt like they had to take very quick action to do something else, to try to either redeem themselves or recover. But they ended up stuck in a cycle with whatever they were doing over and over and over again. And they're also having a tower because something was illuminated. So somebody on somebody's job, whatever they do, got exposed, that someone utilized. This King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, made a bribe or an offer to. And they did that again because you got out of a trap that they set for you. And whatever they invested in doing, you're not in a mental imprisonment about it. It was a very bad investment, because now whoever this, I feel like this is some new energy. This is a new person that someone recruited because they were desperate to try to recast their web over you to get control over you. Okay? Somebody, you got out of one trap and somebody wanted to regain a foothold or control over you. And because it's a new person that doesn't know anything about the situation that they recruited, I don't know how you got out the trap, and this person knows nothing about what they're doing. This person now has ruined their whole career by accepting a bribe from this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio father figure energy to try to help regain control over you or something you're doing in some kind of a way. Because, of course, these people have broken thinking and they're overly emotional. Right now, somebody is overly emotional. That might have been gaslighting you, being childish, and they're in their thoughts about something. Somebody is in their thoughts about the Page of Swords, communication, information coming out about what someone tried to do to you. Okay? So somebody got somebody on their ass, tracking them, and they're trying to keep something, someone's trying to keep control over you, or they're trying to keep something going on in your life. And somebody got illuminated, somebody got busted. So this means you already are aware. And now somebody don't want to take no more of a risk. And now somebody is thinking more logically. The Five of Pentacles reversed, the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Because somebody kicked somebody out their energy from trying to drain them. It was a missed opportunity for somebody else to try to drain your energy. A King of Pentacles. Something could be now happening very quickly. The Ace of Swords is clarity. So something might be happening right now very quickly because somebody's unhappy with the results. And whoever this new person is, that took a bribe. So this is a completely new person in your life. I don't know if you changed jobs or what the case may be. Whoever this new person is, they didn't know anything about anything going on. Someone just offered them money to do something to you, and they tried it like everyone else tried it. They failed, and now it might cost them their job because what they tried to do got illuminated. Somebody's cutting somebody off, or something is about to stop abruptly with that Eight of Wands reversed. Yep, the Moon in reverse. Because they can't find a way to plan to bind you to a situation that they want you in so they can drain your energy. Something's being cut off. The Devil in reverse. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Someone's no longer taking action. Or it's bad news for them. Somebody might have had an ego death. The Knight of Cups reverse. This might be this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that can't balance the situation. The Ten of Pentacles reverse. This is actually talking about your abundant energy. They're unable to continue to harvest or to even harvest from your abundant energy. So it's given somebody is being spiritually attacked in some kind of way in your life. And this would manifest in things that people are doing in the physical. Things people do to you in the physical to try to create stress in your life, which is a buildup of negative energy. And by creating stress in your life and building up negative, anxious, anxiety energy, they use that energy to do spell work and to harvest from you. Either that, or they're trying to trap you in a situation whereby you're blackmailed into a position where you're forced to give up your energy in some kind of a way. The Moon, this Cancer energy. So this is given a culty vibe. This Cancer energy has been on my readings for the past 3 years. There's a Cancer and Aquarius here. The Emperor in the reverse. These could be older people. So I'm getting the sense that somebody is older and they've been doing something for a very, very long time, a certain way, and it's come to an end, and they're losing it and wanting to regain or keep control of someone because they don't want to deal with their karma. And you've already escaped and broken out of the spider web the spider web magic they tried to put in your life. They didn't get what they were expecting out of a collaboration with some people that they met up with to celebrate with. They were hoping to keep it a secret, whoever this King of Pentacles is, and this Cancer. Tell me about the King of Pentacles and this Queen of Wands energy. Could be man or woman. There are two people here I'm picking up on. There are two people that were working on trying to create an injustice for you. There were two people that were working on trying to create an injustice for you. And they're heartbroken right now. An Emperor energy that was offered a very large amount of money. To help these people to orchestrate something in your life to cause some kind of imbalance for you. And they found out, like everyone else, that they could not backstab and betray you. And now someone can't move to calmer waters, which means somebody is not okay right now. I feel like somebody might suspect that you know what they did and tried to orchestrate. And now the Three of Pentacles reverse, they're not working with these people anymore. So what I'm getting is, for somebody in my collective, or several of you, whatever traps were set for you all, that cycle already had come to an end. And a lot of you are already free. Even if they were still throwing spell work, that spell work, it ain't spelling. It's powerless. We ain't worried about spell work, okay? At this point in the game, we ain't worried about spell work. But somebody tried to orchestrate something to put you into a situation or to influence you to make a decision that would put you into a situation where you would have to involuntarily give up your energy in some kind of a way in a long-term situation, whatever that may be. This could be trying to control where you live. This could be trying to control where you work, or trying to control a connection. It could be any of those things. But somebody was trying to control your movements. And I feel like these people, whatever this cult energy is I'm picking up on, okay, like I've been telling you about the government and how they've been monitoring and using your energy, a lot of you all, they've lost control. Things are not working the way they used to for these people. And they're trying to force an old system that's not working anymore. And they're trying to, whatever trap all of you have already broken free of, and you broke free by breaking all the mental chains, that bound you to people, places, and things that were toxic. You understand? That could be relationships, jobs, locations you're in, whatever the case may be. A lot of you all have done shadow work. A lot of you all are doing and have done shadow work. And when you do shadow work and you heal, it causes you to make different decisions. And the result of those decisions that you make oftentimes end up cutting cords of attachment to people, places, and things that had access to you that they were using to energy harvest in order to do whatever they were doing with your energy in the past. Somebody, Nine of Pentacles, is single right now. So this could be somebody in the past that did not realize, because they were unhealed, that people they were in relationships with were being utilized to get their energy. And someone's mad because you broke free, because there was a puppet master. I keep getting this Cancer energy. There was a puppet master in the background, and this could have been going on in your life for over 20, 10, 15 years. That might have been making offers to people that you were connected to, even in love relationships. And right now, they're being childish because you broke free, because your spiritual eyes were open and you were able to see what these people have been doing in your life to hold you back, and you're using your own energy. You're literally using your own energy to manifest the life and your destiny and the life you want for yourself. And so someone's just being very childish right now. They're being childish with communication and information, with the Hermit in the reverse. Still trying to balance the situation even though it's already over. Your eyes are open, illumination. You already can see their whole plan, how they orchestrate it. You're already anticipating anyone new that comes into your life to be made the same offer. You are already 100% on the defense with any new person that comes in your life. You already 100% know that any new person you come in contact with is going to be made an offer of money to see if they can trap you once again or manipulate you to be placed into a situation where these people would be able to reenact what they've done in the past 10 years. And you're already completely aware that anyone you come in contact with is going to receive the same offer. So you're expecting it. The problem is the new people in your life, they don't know that you're already expecting this. They don't know that you're already aware that there's a puppet master in the government that has been utilizing a lot of different people in different ways. And in the age of Aquarius, nothing is hidden. So the new people they make offers to, it looks like a good offer and a good deal to them. They don't tell them that you're completely aware and you already know that they've been made a bribe and an offer to do things to you. So they're going into the situation blind and playing in your face like you don't know that they took a bribe to orchestrate something at a new job or at a new location you moved to or at a new church or anyone that you have business dealings with. They don't know that you already know that they've been made an offer. Because this has been going on in your life for so long, you're already aware that every single person you come in contact with is made an offer. I have the Emperor reverse, the Chariot. All right, the Emperor reverse is an older, I'm picking up on a masculine, a Cancer energy. This Cancer energy, they know that you already know that they're going to make a bribe to anyone you come in contact with. But they feel like the people you come in contact with, they won't take a chance if they think that you already know what they're up to. So they make them think that you're completely unaware of what they're bribing them to do to you. Yeah, they're not using their intuition with the High Priest in the reverse. Some of y'all might have seer energy. So somebody kicked somebody out of their energy now. And I just don't understand why. Well, it's because they're childish. Whoever this Cancer is, whoever this Cancer masculine is, he's very, very childish. That's why. He's extremely childish. Because he knows that you know that anyone you come in contact with, he's making bribes to. But they don't know. So he ends up making a fool out of new people in your life. What else, Holy Spirit? I have the 10 of Cups. Right now, somebody might be about to get their complete wish fulfillment. Okay? Someone might be seeing you as a Queen of Cups. Someone that's highly intuitive, very emotionally intelligent and tapped in. Someone that knows how to balance their dark and light energy. Someone that's emotionally intelligent and knows how to read energy. And they're releasing the illusion because they know you're intuitive. There you go. And they feel a little bit burdened because they couldn't keep it hidden that you already knew everything, that you might be a seer. You might be a seer and have already knew, you already knew everything they was going to do, every single move they was going to make, but you just had to play along. You literally got to play along with the humans that are unintuitive while they play. It's like dealing with children. It's like dealing with a whole bunch of children. You know, you're like, oh, Lord, here we go again. They're going to play in my face like I don't already know what they're about to do. Give me a final message. Now, this is a very short read. And the reason it's a very short read, like I said, is just to let you all know I'm still here. I'm still alive. I am not completely set up yet where I need to be set up at, you know, with everything. Things will go back to normal, but it was just to connect with you all for a minute. I'm going to talk to you all. I am going to talk to you all just for a little bit. I'm going to get a final message. I am going to do a prayer, and then I'll talk to you all a little bit. I'll answer questions if you want to ask any questions. Okay. What is the final message? Holy Divine Spirit, what is the most probable outcome? What is the most probable outcome? The moon. So somebody that was playing in your face, like you not a seer, somebody that was playing in your face is just gonna now keep it hidden. The devil in reverse. Whoever this person is that was playing in your face, like you didn't already know, they're gonna stop. The devil reverse. Whatever they were trying to do for a large amount of money that no one else has been able to do, they're gonna stop playing in your face, and they're just gonna play like nothing ever happened. Okay. And whoever you are, you don't have to bring it up to them, whoever it is, depending if it's about work or I don't know if this is at a job or whatever, but whoever it is, I feel like they're aware that you know, but they're just going to play it off to the side like nothing ever happened and they didn't try something. Final message, Holy Divine Spirit. Wow, that card flew out. The love is reversed. Somebody might be getting out of a partnership or a relationship with somebody. They might be making some kind of very strict and strategic move with the Knight of Swords. I have the Lovers reversed. Someone could be a Gemini. I have the Lovers reversed. I have the Knight of Swords. What else? The Magician. So somebody's burdened because whatever this was, they were doing spell work on you. It involved a whole lot of spell work. And they created, they might have tried to orchestrate and organize a group of people even to do spell work at you. This could be on a job or in a new environment you're in or whatever. But they tried to orchestrate a trap. And they thought that by trying to manipulate a situation to put you into a place physically where they would orchestrate a spiritual attack against you, that maybe you would lose your life. And it didn't happen. And now everybody got egg on their face and they looking and feeling real stupid. A Queen of Pentacles, that's a King of Pentacles, a Knight energy, and a King of Wands. All of them coming out. Because you're not in a mental imprisonment at all about this black magic they was doing. And they were childish. The Page of Cups reverse. They're childish, they're immature, and they can't backstab and betray you. The 10 of Pentacles reverse. So that's it. That is it right there. So whatever this was somebody this Cancer energy made an offer to. And I know this ain't Elon Musk playing around again, you know. But somebody that has the money, somebody that has the access to resources, someone that has the access to do things and monitor you through your technology. This is someone that has the ability, okay, to track you and to get away with doing whatever they do. And they have endless money to pay people. Now, Elon Musk has come out in my reading before, but there's also a warlock from Senegal, West Africa, that's also a Cancer that has come out in these readings before, that is a part of a cult, that is also a hacker and does other things to people as well that they target for energy, okay, and for sacrifice. So whoever this Cancer energy is, you know, they have access to unlimited money to pay people to do whatever they keep trying to do in your life. All right, I'm going to do this prayer, and then I'm going to talk to you all just for a little bit. I'll show you something you might, I don't know, like to see. Interesting. Okay, so right now I decree and declare by the authority and power of Christ, Jehovah. I release fire on every witchcraft attack being used on and sent to me right now. Burst into flames and scatter. Catch fire right now. Let every charm on or under the ground in my abode, let every evil altar, every candle, every picture or item referencing my name, let its power right now be nullified and neutralized. Let its power be banished and destroyed by the fire, power, and light of Christ. Iao. Abracadabra. Let the forces of darkness right now, I command to get and flee from around me and scatter. Whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Right now, I bind and contain every witchcraft attack, every spell work, every form of magic being sent toward me and my collective of the highest vibration of love, and I command you to be returned back to the sender right now, abracadabra. On every plane through every energy body, I command it. Let every form of witchcraft and all of its effects right now burst into flames of fire and scatter. Be neutralized and nullified and completely destroyed. Right now, I bind every evil influence and command you to get and flee from my home and environment. I dismantle every stronghold of witchcraft right now. Right now, I command every hex and curse break right now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Surely he shall deliver thee from the fowler's snare and from the noisome deadly pestilence. Right now, by the authority and power of Christ, I break the power of all witchcraft and spell work in the name of Christ, Jehovah. I decree and declare no power can stand against me. No power of darkness has or will ever have any power over me. By Christ's power, I break the force and power of every spell, curse, and charm that anyone has over me or my collective of the highest vibration of love's life right now. Let every force of witchcraft right now submit and bow down to my authority in Christ on every plane and be completely dismantled. I renounce all ties to witchcraft sent to and at me by the power of Christ, Jehovah, and I return it back to the sender right now. I command it. I break every tie, connection, and agreement with every and all enchantments of witchcraft pit against me right now. I neutralize and nullify every curse spoken, split and remove the tongue of all of my cursors. Let their power be banished, fall to the ground, and scatter, and rendered powerless and ineffective. Let the effects of witchcraft on my body, mind, and spirit right now be reversed and undone. Right now, I decree and declare complete freedom and healing. I am completely restored to wholeness and divinely protected on every plane, from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, through every plane, through every energy body. Abracadabra, mote its be. Let every demonic spirit get and flee from around me, I command you. Umima is a consuming fire, and I release Christ's fire on every demonic spirit, using anyone or anything to cause any spiritual, financial, or physical imbalance to me, my life, my collective of the highest vibration of love. Right now, I flood this live an environment with Christ's light, fire, and power for strength, speed, and impact. Mote it be, so shall it be. Ashe. I almost forgot the power of us all coming together to pray on these lives after these readings. Where two or more are gathered together in my name, there shall I be also. The same universal law as the power of three that these witches and warlocks use. I've been praying by myself, But when we all get together on these lives, we create fire in the ethers, saying these prayers. And just right now, I feel so good getting back on this live and praying with y'all like this. It reminds me of the fire that come up. So, for those of you that have not heard and did not know or have not seen the other video I posted earlier, yes, they did try to unalive me, both physically, and spiritually. You all know I've left Georgia, never to return. I made it out alive, and it was not easy through the process and the things that were tying me to Georgia. They tried everything they could to find a way to tie and bind me to Georgia, but I live a clean life. So there was nothing legally in the justice system they could bind me to. You know, for a lot of you all, at one point, for some of you all, there were people that committed fraud in some of your names or wanted to use you as a host or as use your light and energy. And they wanted to hold on to you by controlling your finances so they could control your movements and keep you trapped. And if you're not a criminal and you're not out here breaking the law, they were going to try to see if they could drive you to insanity so that a family member or someone would be able to legally get control over you in the form of some kind of illegal guardianship and institutionalize you and clean out your bank account and do a lot of other things too. But they did not have the evidence that they needed to do any of those things to me. So all they could do, the broom riding witches in Georgia, all they were able to do was all, come to my house and park outside and do death spells day and night. And then follow me every time I left my house, hack me, y'all know the whole spiel. Have 5 cars following me doing spell work, trying to make me get in a car accident, run me off the road. When I tell you all of the things that they were openly doing to me in Georgia, it's only a symptom of anyone targeted, of what they will possibly be doing even more in the future to a lot of people. And I told you all, I feel like I'm being guided once I get my situation completely stabilized. I might start a channel for other people that are being targeted that might need to escape, that might actually need to escape in the near future. There are a lot of people talking about get out of America before 2030. They're already implementing these systems right now of mass surveillance. Right now, they're already implementing systems of mass surveillance and control through technology. At the airport, they're already doing face recognition. You know, they didn't even need my plane ticket for me to go through TSA. They didn't need to see none of that. They're doing the facial recognition thing. It's certain little things they used to do for you to get clearance to walk through TSA. And now, they just want to see your passport and then your face pops up on the screen. And then when you arrive at your destination, especially if you have to go through a European country, your face pops up there too. And only imagine with some of you all that have that thing in your body, y'all know what I'm talking about, but I don't want them to cut me off, so I'm not going to go into it. All your information, your biometrics pops up. The system has already been implemented and it's in full effect right now. Even trying to leave the country. But the problem is those of you that they really want to trap and control and keep in one space, they will do things because they can control where you can work, how much money you can make, and then they can control obstacles with technology, even applying for jobs. How do they control where you work? Because of the way they have control over technology, they control where you work and how much you can make by directing you where they want you to go work at. where they can energy harvest from you. Yeah, we have to fight. You're going to have to fight or die. They literally can control where you work by blocking all employment opportunities for you online, because everything is online now, period. And every job is infiltrated, unless you're making money under the table somewhere, and that would probably be a very low wage. Unless you agree, to join them or play by their rules. I'm telling you, it's going to get really crazy for a lot of people. And I can foresee in the near future a lot of people trying to escape and trying to get out and trying to move around with what these people are doing. I was able to get out even with everything they did to me. And they did, when I tell you, they can completely make your life a whole living hell and try to create blockages and obstacle every direction you turn in. I'm on the continent of Africa. After I sold my home, I shipped a container, which should be arriving in a little bit, of all my things overseas. But because I was in Georgia, and they have way more control in the South doing this to people, and they have full cooperation. Georgia is nothing but a cult. Georgia and the government in Atlanta is nothing but one huge cult, and a lot of other states in the South. And everybody is in compliance with whatever they're asked to do to targeted people. When I tried to get my container loaded and get my things out of storage, because they know who I'm paying and what company I'm working with, any transaction I had to do online, and everything is online. You can't do cash only to ship a container overseas. You can't do cash only to buy a house, or you can't do cash only to do anything. I even explained their reason for eliminating the $1,000 bill. No more big bills. The highest bill is a $100 bill now. This is all to control how you move. You understand? If you decide to liquidate your assets and flee with cash. You understand? So there's nothing hidden from these people in moving, relocating, especially if you have children or anything you want to do. So the person that was to bring the container for me to pay people to load with my things out of the public storage, of course, they were infiltrated, and they offered them a bribe of money to sabotage me shipping my things. And the trucker that came, he took a bribe, and he refused to drive onto the facility up to my storage so that it could be loaded in the time frame it needed to be. So instead, he parked outside the facility, and it was room for him to pull in, plenty of room. But he refused to do it because he took a bribe of money. And what should have taken 3 hours instead took about 10, 11 hours, which means I missed the deadline and had to pay extra to ship my container. And then he showed up at the end and said he didn't have the seal to put on my container. They paid him money to do all this to me. And he left my container filled with all of my possessions, including my vehicle, in a big parking lot. And someone I'm a seer. Someone bobtailed into the parking lot that was going to steal my container with all of my belongings and drive off with it. I saw him when he pulled up. He acted like he was just resting with his bobtail truck, but he was waiting for me to leave and come back the next day with no seal on the container. He was supposed to place that seal on the container. So what these people took me through, I had to spend the night in my rental and guard my container from theft to make sure that the bobtailer that they sent to steal my container was not able to hook up and take off with it. And in the morning, the driver showed up with the goofy face and was like, okay, here's the seal. And then he picked it up and left because it didn't work. And then the guy that was supposed to steal my container, he sped off real fast. He waited and waited and waited to see if I was going to leave. And when he saw I stayed up all night in front of that container, like, I wish you would try it, he finally left. And you know, I was pulling cards the whole time on their goofy asses. That's why I'm saying, through technology, these people, and then in the other video I posted, I explained how I knew they were not going to let me leave through the Atlanta airport. I already was aware. You know, my guides already told me, don't fly out of Atlanta. Which is why every time I had a conversation on the phone, I said I'm flying out through Qatar Airlines in Atlanta to throw them off because they stupid. I wanted them to, I literally wanted them to spend and exhaust time and resources and energy planning how they were going to delay me at Atlanta Airport with Qatar Airlines and then go a whole other direction. You know, I sent them in a whole circle. So they thought that I was going to fly out of Atlanta, but the spirit been told me I wasn't going to fly out of no goddamn Atlanta. And then they told all the rental car places, and I saw the guy that was following me around. There was an older white guy that kept following me everywhere I went. And he gave a bribe to tell these people not to rent to me. And I didn't have the time or energy to fight it. Not to rent a one-way rental big enough to hold all my luggage so that I could drive one way out of Georgia and drop the car off in another state and fly out of a different airport. And this was their way of trapping me in Atlanta. Like, yeah, if you want to get out the country, you're going to have to go up through Atlanta airport and no other airport. But the spirit of God is with me and my ancestors and guides. And I tried to avoid doing anything online. They told me, stay off of line and we'll just give you downloads on when to move and how to move. So what I actually did was I sat in a rental car and waited for my download. And then they said, okay, wait another 24 hours. Okay, now call the rental place 800 number and tell them to upgrade and change you to a one-way. We cleared it already. Someone's going to answer the phone, and the person that answers the phone is just going to go ahead and put it through because they're not expecting you, after being rejected, to try again. That's why when you get a no, when you're being gang stalked and harassed through technology and you get a no, you need to go to God and lean into your higher intuition, because that might be a temporary blockage. They just wanted me to wait so that they could line up the right person that I would call at the right time with the exact same company, and they would switch my rental to a one-way, and they did. And when they did that, the spirit told me, drive straight from Georgia to Reagan National in DC and do not stop. Do not stop for anything at all whatsoever, except the bathroom and gas. And that's what I did. And they drove with me. I sold my guns, but I had one last gun that I was keeping on me until all that container mess and all that mess in Georgia was over with. You know, I don't play. And they guided me not to turn my gun in or sell my gun in Georgia because they were going to try to create some kind of rule or obstacle. They said, wait till you get to your destination, sell the gun then at a gun shop or whatever, and then move on, you know, because they wouldn't have enough time. They literally would not have enough time to orchestrate anything there either. You understand? You can't type things into... if you're being gang stalked and harassed, you can't type things on your phone that you're planning to do, people you're going to contact, and places you're going. You can't do things until you're about to do them, until the last minute, because that way they won't have enough time to orchestrate something. You understand? They followed me out of Georgia and was trying to run me off the road and throw magic at me. And they followed me in a car. And every time I jumped off at a rest stop or a gas station to try to throw them off, the same people followed me and pulled off too. Like, they didn't even try to be discreet. They're not even being discreet anymore. But I kept pushing, and eventually they got tired. I didn't. I was running off of adrenaline. And they had some East Indian that's been hacking me and following me everywhere in a gray Tesla. I saw him with his laptop just keep following me and parking next to me everywhere I went. He was waiting for me to try to buy a plane ticket. He was trying to figure out how I was going to make my arrangement to fly so he could hack me and block it. I already knew what they were going to do because I get downloads about everything. I'm a seer. And my instruction was to drive straight to Reagan National and walk in and buy my ticket over the counter. Because I already knew that if I tried to purchase a ticket online, they would block it. They would do something with my money. The ticket never came through. It never processed. They would reject it. The internet would get lost, all these things. So I literally drove all the way from Georgia to Reagan National all day and almost night, and walked in and purchased my ticket over the counter. And once I purchased my ticket over the counter, there was nothing they could do but send people into the hotel that I was staying at by the airport to do death spells on me up until the day that I got on my plane to leave. I'm telling you, it's going to get really, really rough out here. It's going to get really, really tough out here for a lot of people. And of course, it was even more than that. But that's just to give you a little bit. I just wanted to do a quick short read, let you guys know I am still alive. I see it's dark outside. The sun is going down. Once I get situated in my new place, and I get set up back how I was before, I will resume my regular schedule. That should be in just a few days, okay? But I thought it would, hey, Seldridge B. Walker, hey, M. Honor, Star Johnson, it's great to see these familiar names, Billionaire, Alice Hernandez, Demon Killer 2025, I feel you, Marcia Cortez, Empress Love, yes, so happy to see you. you bring the sun, child. Empress Karina Sunshine, Alice Hernandez, Jessica B, Rainbow Warrior 33. I'm so happy to see all of you all. M Honor, Unbothered Empress, yes, Unbothered Empress, happy to see you, all of you. Star Johnson, Shell, Diane Garrison, hey, hi. Very happy to see you. I'm happy to see all of you all. Che and everybody else. Things will be getting back to normal very soon. With the time difference, I'm still going to be doing my readings at the same time I used to do them at. I'm just going to adjust over here, to how I was doing that. But, like I said, it's getting crazy out here right now. And it's getting crazy, especially in the United States. It feels really great. I told you all already about the police, how they would pull me over. The police and random people would pull up to me and say, your brake lights are out. And then when I pull and look at my brake lights, they'd be working perfectly. That was the part of the gang stalking. And I told you all, while I was trying to hurry up and get out of Georgia, while I still was in my vehicle before I loaded my container, a police officer had pulled me over, and he made a whole bunch of noise with his car, a whole bunch of noise, like I just robbed a bank, and, was doing the lights. I mean, and it was like on a quiet street. It was so uncalled for. And he said my brake lights were out, and they were not out at all. And it's because that officer and everyone, whoever paid him to do that to me, they already knew that I was in the process of moving and relocating, and I didn't have time to file a complaint. But I wrote his name down, and I'm still going to blast his ass any goddamn way later on. But I'm just for the hell of it. But you understand, the surveillance, I posted a video under my post. I did post a video just about the level of surveillance they're about to start doing in America, a lot of other places too, but in America specifically, that's gonna make it even easier for them to conduct what they were doing to me and many other people. And it's gonna be harder, and you're gonna be seeing that. And I'm hoping that through the experiences that I've had and the techniques they used on me, I might be able to help other people that are being targeted in the same way. When these people try to do some of the things that, they were doing to me. Child, yeah, I know. A billionaire, you said they don't want you to move either? Yeah. If they want to utilize your energy, or you were promised as a sacrifice for one of these cults, they want to keep you in the location that you're in until they can sacrifice you. Or maybe you're a person that they energy harvest from. But yeah, there are, if you want to find out if somebody's trying to hold you back or hold you in one place, start acting like you making arrangements to relocate or move. And then you're going to notice a lot of weird activity happening online and around you. Oh yeah, unbothered Empress. Yeah, absolutely. Act like you're making plans to leave the country. I mean, even if you're not, act like you're making plans and researching to leave the country or something. And then you're gonna see how quickly they turn the heat up on your ass. They turn the heat up on me more than they do other people because I was planning on leaving the country, and they been knew that. So they try to keep it kind of what they do to you passive aggressive, because they feel like, well, I'm not worried you're not going anywhere, so we'll be able to do what we're doing to you for long term. But if you seem like a person that might have the ability and the resources to make some moves that might escape from any of these people that are targeting you, and you start to make some moves, they're going to turn the heat up on you all the way and spend all day and all night, every day, trying to take your life. I'm telling you. Child, it's going to get crazy in America. I'm telling you. In other places too. Collective, it's dark out now. I love you. I wanted to check in with you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, all my subscribers. I will get back into the regular readings. I can't wait to find out what's going on in these spiritual streets and just in general. I cannot wait to really get back into those cards and find out all what's going on. I cannot wait because I know it's a lot. And I'm going to get some new cards having more to do with this surveillance and things that are being done to people, because I really feel like that might end up being my ministry. Guys, yes, God bless you too. I love you. This is Kuan Yin, love of the highest vibration. I have no cut cards, tarot, and I'm signing out now. And don't worry, I'll be back and situated shortly. Y'all have a blessed day. I know it's day where you all are, but it's evening going into the nighttime where I am. So y'all be safe. Love you and take care. Love always wins.